you had this before, this coffee?
I have not. No, that's a new one for me.
Okay, so I bought this a couple days ago, and it's sitting on my counter. And my wife's like, she doesn't drink. I mean, she drinks coffee, but not like a coffee girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, Left Hook Coffee? And I'm like, yeah, you know it? And she's like, yeah, this like Raleigh influencer or whatever she follows has said it was the best coffee shop she's been to in Raleigh. It's like her number one favorite place. I've never had it, never been there, so we're both trying it out for the first time today. So this is Left Hook Coffee, the Left Hook Coffee. It's the Ethiopia blend, I assume. And it is, you should be tasting when you're drinking it. You should be tasting hints of orange, deep berry, and dark chocolate.
Ooh,
all sound pretty good.
Yes.
It says on the back, welcome to the Ring. We are a small operation dedicated to providing genuine service and quality products. You can find them at thelefthhookcoffee.com. So let's give it a shot. See how it is. Tell me kind of the story. Tell me what brought you into real estate, how long you've been in it. Do you enjoy it? We'll dive into all that. But what led you into getting your real estate license?
Yeah, so it actually happens like kind of randomly. I wasn't necessarily planning it. Like it wasn't this thing that was like on this vision board of mine. I actually started my career in property management back in 2009. So like shortly after I graduated college and like went through like the no jobs recession, I ended up starting as a leasing agent. And it was just something for me to do. Like I moved to a new city and was trying something different. I had a marketing degree, so I was like, okay, this kind of lines up a bit. Like I'm marketing apartments.
Yeah.
And I just kind of started it and really liked doing that work. Like specifically loves the part where I get to help people, even though it was temporary for them. Like you would not even believe people take apartments very seriously. Like when they're looking for an apartment, it's like they're looking for their home.
Was this in Raleigh?
No, it was actually in Alabama. That's where I'm from originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I graduated from the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. Have to put that there. Have to put that there. And so I was in Alabama working in the leasing office, and I did that for a while and just eventually worked my way up from the leasing, agent to assistant manager, where I did like rents and balances and all of that. And just wanted to continue moving up like that corporate ladder because I just really got locked in and focused on that work and really enjoyed it. And we ended up moving here to Raleigh because I was seeking a promotion with my company at the time. So I wanted to move up from being assistant manager to having my own property and being community manager. Okay. And I moved here like not knowing anything about the area.
What year was that?
That was in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so didn't know anything about the area, didn't know anybody here. We had some family on my husband's side, but I'd always lived in Alabama. All my family was there, so it was a huge move for me.
Yeah.
And we had 2 kids at the time, but we just did it. Like, we just took the leap. I got promoted. Everything was going great. And then not all of a sudden, but suddenly we got pregnant with baby number 3. And when I had him, things just kind of got different. Like, me and my husband went from like, you have one baby, I have the other baby, to like, now we have this third. Like, who's gonna, like, like he's like, our game changer baby.
Yeah.
And I ended up leaving corporate because it just got to be too demanding for being a mom of 3. And my real estate agent who helped me buy a house had her own firm, and I started helping her with her business just as an assistant.
Yeah.
And she said, hey, if you wanted to kind of make more money and be able to help me more, you should get your real estate license because you could do a lot more, obviously, being a licensed agent. And I was like, are you sure? Because like I've only done property management. Like, I mean, I get, like, I kind of see a little bit of what you're doing, but also I've only done property management. Yeah. Like, and she's like, oh, you be good at it. Yeah. Like, you already have a marketing background. You're like good with people. And so I just did it. Like, it was another like just did it moment. It wasn't, again, something that I was like striving for. But that was 6 years ago. So ever since then, I've just been in it and just really enjoyed helping people kind of the same way I started with leasing and multifamily, but just on a much bigger scale.
Yeah. And
it's just kind of part of my why. It's just being able to guide people and to help them, find their place in the world.
Yeah. I love that. So how old were your kids when you moved here?
So we had 2 at the time.
Okay.
My oldest was 2.
Oh my God.
And then we had my baby girl who was 7 months.
Oh
so
my
they
goodness.
were little,
That's crazy.
little, like crawling around, running around, toddler babies.
Was your husband working?
So he actually is a teacher.
Okay.
So he was teaching in Alabama, and then he got a teaching job here in the Raleigh area shortly after we moved. So he's in public education, middle school, which I'm like, that's crazy. But
yeah, middle
but
school's awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, you're like the only Alabama fan I met that actually went to Alabama. So I love that. You know, every time I talk to someone, they're like, "Roll Tide." I'm like, "Did you go to Alabama?" They're like, "No, I just love Nick Saban era." Okay.
See, they weren't there for like the pre-Nick Saban era when our football team was trash, like, and the tickets were like dirt cheap. You could get them for practically free. I was there during that time, but
so you're an OG.
Yes,
an OG fan. Yeah, let's go. That's fun. So, how long did you work at this independent brokerage? Was it independent brokerage that you were working at?
Yes, it was an independent brokerage. So they did property management and residential sales. Okay.
So I don't mean to cut you off, but like, were you doing both?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started out just doing the property management, and then I slowly started doing more of the like unlicensed assistant work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I got my license, I was doing a little bit more and helping with, sales and getting my own sales. Yeah. And it was like during COVID, like I signed up for the test in February of 2020. And so I'm like, I'm finally doing it, like finally getting my license. And then they were like, okay, wait, we got to pause because like the world is shut down and we got to figure out how we're going to let y'all even do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we all went through the like online classes, like it was all brand new. And so I was upstairs getting my license with my classes, and then my kids were downstairs like on virtual learning. It was crazy.
That's so hard.
Crazy.
Did you have to take, was the test online too during that time?
So the test we could do in person.
Okay.
But it was very specific time frames, and they only allowed certain people to be in there at one time. But it was pretty nerve wracking because I had not been anywhere outside my house. And like I think like September is when I took my test, like end of August, September. I'm like, there's people here. Like, they're like close to me. So I was like nervous about the test, nervous about people being around. But, I think that's like in those moments, you kind of like it just fuels you to like do it. That's just kind of been my like mantra is like, like Nike.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. That's cool. So what has business been like for you recently? Has it been great? I mean, I know you joined Kate Kenney's team. What's that process been like? Coming onto her team and how's like sales been for you? Yeah,
so I didn't really know a lot about Kate when I joined Compass, but when I heard her name and interviewed her, I just did this deep dive on who she was, and like she's probably gonna crack up when she sees this, but she was like Miss North Carolina, like this like glamour girl, and like she went to Clemson and she was like a cheerleader, like with the big hair, but then she's also just this boss, like just goes out and goes for it. And she's just such an amazing mentor to us. And that is what drew me in. Like just her, like whatever she's doing, she will stop, obviously as long as she's not with clients, but she'll stop what she's doing to just be there for us and just help us through things. So I lean on that a lot. And I think it has helped my business because I'm the type of agent where I want my clients to be fully informed. And if I can't get the answer for them, if I don't know the answer, then I have a resource I can go to, and that's Kate. You know, like I can call her and she'll walk me through it. And so it really has helped just me to be more impactful for my clients, to be able to have her as my mentor and a resource because I can get information, just from her experience.
Yeah, just that mentorship is huge.
Yeah.
And especially like somebody under Kate who has this huge name that is so notable, which is awesome. When did you make that move?
So I joined Compass and Kate at the end of 2023.
Okay.
I was actually like at a different firm. It was an independent firm, and I like when rates changed and just things started happening differently in the market, I just found myself like not really sure if I was going to continue with real estate because my business was like trash. Like I had like no clients, like no pipeline, like no tools. And I mean, I just felt like giving up. Like I was just like, this might be it for me. Like, I like rode the COVID wave and like now there's like nothing. And so I was like applying for jobs and thinking of just leaving real estate. And all of a sudden I get an email from an agent that was like, I joined Compass. And I'm like, it was like this huge like named agent. I was like, oh my gosh, like they joined Compass. Like, let me see what Compass is about.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of did more research on it and ended up connecting with Kate. And that was, like I said, around the end of 2023, like shortly before Thanksgiving time frame. And like the minute I met with her and I just toured the office and just met some of the agents, like I just felt like this was my place.
Yeah.
Like I just knew it when I left that this was my place. So
what is one thing, I know you kind of mentioned mentorship, but besides mentorship that you feel you get from being on a team?
Support, right? Because before I joined Compass, like I had never been on a team. So I was very nervous about the team culture and just being at a bigger firm because all of the firms I worked with before were smaller. So I just was kind of scared because I kind of had been my own agent, like my own individual agent. But I mean, we'd like occasionally see each other in the office or occasionally have like meetings. So, you know, if I needed help with anything, like there was a chance somebody could help, but most of the time it was just me, which, you know, completely different when you're on a team and you're surrounded by other agents who are like sharing the same passion and goals as you and kind of can be there. Like, hey, I need somebody to do a showing, or hey, I need somebody to cover my open house. And we lean on each other. So just having that additional support and, you know, other people that are sharing the same goals, being around you and having that collaboration was just another reason why I felt like it was a good move to be on a team.
I feel like being on a team is such an underutilized asset. I think even it's looked down on more than it should be. I don't really know why, I guess, because it's the Kate Kenney team or whatever. It's like, it's not your team, you know, per se, but you're still building your brand and image, you know, under the guidance of somebody who's already been there, done that, and thrived at it, you know?
Exactly.
And so, yeah, I think like, I don't know, the whole, I get, you hear this all the time from new agents too. Oh, I'll never join a team. Like, the splits, the whatever. And I'm like, how much did you make last year?
Right. Like, how many houses did you sell?
That's right. Oh, 2? Okay. All right. 2 on a good year? Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite part about real estate? Not helping people. So don't say helping people. Say
don't
something
say helping
else.
people. I think it's just learning, right? Like, just being able, like, there's so many different things about real estate that don't have a lot to do with just the house, you know? And I just feel like I'm always learning and finding other opportunities for my clients that I wouldn't have really been privy to had I not been in real estate. So I love that. Like, I love having access to knowledge and information and facts. So just kind of learning about, like, if we're touring a house that's a new construction or a new build, like with, you know, one of the teams that have subdivisions and communities, like we're learning like more than just like, this is the pre-drywall. Like, you're learning a lot more because you have access to that now, you know, that you may not have had access to before. So I think it's just the knowledge of growing and learning to be able to serve my clients is one of the things that I love as well.
What's one thing you're doing now that you feel is bringing in the most amount of business?
I think the thing that I'm doing now is just being present for the people that know me, right? So kind of doing life with them. And what that means is simply like someone that's become a client of mine. I don't just, when we get to the closing table, I'm like, all right, peace out. Like, I'm like continuously checking in on them. You know, if they have like a baby that's born, I'm sending them like a gift card to their favorite coffee shop because I'm sure they're going to be up all night. Like, you know how that goes. And if they're like, if they have a graduating senior, like, I'm like, you know, just loving on them and kind of walking through their life with them. And I didn't do that before. Like, I feel like it was just one of the things that I learned once I joined Compass is, you know, just really continuing to cultivate those relationships, but not only just showing up just to say like, hey, like, I checked off this box, like I reached out to this person, but like just continuing to do life with them beyond the transaction, so
Yeah.
that they know they can depend on me no matter what. Like it could have nothing to do with the house itself, but
Right.
just, you know, hey, we need a plumber, or hey, we're thinking about, you know, buying a beach house somewhere. Do you know somebody that does business on the coast?
Mm-hmm.
Like just those sorts of things that are just beyond the transaction.
Yeah. Those kind of things, anniversaries or kids being born or graduation, whatever. How do you practically keep up with all that?
Well, I stalk my clients on Facebook.
Let's go. Yeah, you got
and
to.
social media.
Yeah.
So I add them on all the platforms. And you know, I'm just very intentional about keeping up with them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm already on social because
Yeah.
I try to post meaningful content and just funny content and just, you know, parent content and all that stuff. But that is one of the best ways for me. It's just keeping up with them online.
Okay. And what are you doing to drive new business in? Like, what's been working for you in that aspect?
Yeah. So I have tried to lean more on social media, but just kind of introducing people to the area more and just kind of giving them information about our area, about Raleigh, about like, you know, the best cocktail spots or the best, you know, the best places to get you know, a burger, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just kind of letting people in on like what's so good about Raleigh beyond just like just listed house or just sold house, you know, like, hey, because I love a good like cocktail spot, dinner spot, bookstore. Like those are all the things that I love. So I kind of combine that with what people may want to know about the area and try to present that to them online.
Because if somebody's working with you, it's because they like you and they're probably similar to you. And so the things that you like, they probably also like. So, you know, it works out. Social media for me is a struggle. I'm so bad at it. It's tough. Like, and I know like nobody wants to see the just sold, you know, just listed, yada, yada, yada. So I try to like group mine together because I feel you have to post some of that just so people know, like,
for proof,
like I can sell. You know,
like
I'm not too shabby. You know, but golly, like the other stuff, I'm so bad at it. And I still don't know like what my kind of vibe is yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like the whole like always posting like funny stuff is not really my thing, but sitting in front of a camera and being like, here's how a 1031 like-kind exchange works. Like nobody wants to see that either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm trying to find a middle ground there. But
it's tough. I mean, I'm with you on that. Like figuring out what your vibe is.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of like what you said, just taking things that you love, like even if it's outside of real estate and showcasing that to people, sometimes that is what people connect with the most.
Yeah.
Like, just you being you, you know?
Yeah, and I've never done that. Like I'll post like every once in a while a picture of my daughter or something, which I kind of have to because she's an employee, so she's like a model for the business, so I gotta pay her.
She's so adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Mean, post her all day. She's just gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a cutie. But other than that, I'm like, I don't ever post like life stuff. But I noticed like all of these realtors are like posting life stuff, like this, like you said, like this great cocktail at whatever or whatever. You know, I'm a big like sports guy, and so I'm like, why don't I go to like some of these sporting events and like post about it or whatever. Big beer guy or wing guy or whatever, like your typical stuff. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's social media is tough. It's also like a full-time job.
It
like,
is.
What are we doing?
It is. Oh my gosh. Like I could spend hours just, you know, putting in information that I want to talk about and like finding the photos and then finding like what to say and like, you know, so it's a lot. Like I can see why people that do that full time charge so much because they're putting in a lot of work, you know? And I mean, I think as real estate agents, like that's a huge thing now is being present online because there are so many people searching online, you know, like I think gone are the days, like you can still make connections in person and still get to know people in person, but like obviously you can reach more people online.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's why there has been a huge shift in like the lifestyle and the property tours and stuff like that because people are just scrolling and they want to see, they want to be entertained some kind of way or another.
Yeah. I heard a stat. It was like 85, I want to say it was 85% of Gen Z and millennials will find their professionals through social media. Like So
Wow.
like Yelp or Google,
Mm-hmm.
like nobody's searching realtors near me on Google
Yep.
for a millennial Gen Z age group. It's going to be more like, I know for like my wife, right? Like if she wants, I don't know, we were in Nashville or something, and we were trying to get like a tattoo, and she didn't go on Google. She went on like Instagram and
Yep.
was like finding like their work on Instagram, or you know, if it was like a hairdresser or something, like that's how she finds her people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's huge to have that digital resume, but just trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to do it
Oh,
is
yeah.
tough, you know. How old are your kids?
So my oldest son is 13.
There's just no way you have 13-year-old. Like you just don't look like you do. It's crazy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, he's 13.
Okay.
And then I have an 11-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what's it been like thriving in the business with 3 older kids, which is crazy. So they're older because I have a 1-year-old.
Yeah, no,
I'm looking
yeah,
at it,
right.
I'm like, God, that feels
Yeah,
so
they
far
are.
away.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's been exciting. It's also been a lot
Yeah.
because we're definitely the parents that like want to be active and present in our
sure.
children's lives and what they're interested in. And our boys are in sports, so that means being on the sideline in the heat, you know, with your cooler full of snacks and things.
That's right.
And then our daughter is into drama, so it's, you know, going to her plays and buying all the costumes and doing
Yeah.
the rehearsals. And being present for them really means a lot to me. So I do have to shift at times to make sure I'm present for them because
Yeah.
I'm choosing that.
Yeah.
And you know, with the business, I'm kind of very upfront with my clients, letting them know that, you know, family is first for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, definitely will be accommodating and, you know, making sure I'm available, but like family does come first. So,
Yeah.
but my kids really like telling people that I'm in real estate. Like they'll come home and they'll be like, "Mommy, my friends Googled you and they saw you were on, you were at Compass," and
Yeah.
you know, so they kind of get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
They'll visit me at open houses too.
Oh,
It's
cool.
so funny.
Yeah.
Like my husband will bring them and they'll like act like customers. So
Yeah.
they're going through the house and they're like, "I really like this pantry," or "This bedroom
Yeah.
is too small," and like really critiquing it.
That's so funny.
So it's fun having
Yeah.
them be along with me. But
You got any future real estate agents over there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I asked them, but they're all like, "No, I'm gonna leave that to you." But
Yeah.
we'll see. That might change.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, we have like, you know, you've seen her, our one. Well, I keep saying she's one. But let me ask you this. Me and my wife were talking about this. At what point do you stop saying I have a something month old? Like, so she's almost 14 months. Am I telling people I have a 14-month-old, or am I telling people I have a 1-year-old, or I have a 1 and some change-year-old?
Yeah, no, that's a legit question. I think when they turn 1.
Okay.
Like the only time I would reference the months is if someone is like, "Oh, when did they start walking?" And they did, like for instance, our daughter, she started walking at 15 months.
Okay.
So like for something like that,
Yeah.
I always tell people like, "Yeah, Brielle was 15 months old when she walked." But if they're asking age,
Yeah.
I'll say 1
Okay.
or 2. Yeah.
That makes sense. Because
Yeah.
some people will be like, yeah, my 27-month-old is like, I'm like, just say 2 years old. Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing here?
Like, okay.
Yeah, but
Like-
no. So I've been saying my 1 month or my 1-year-old for the last couple months. But where was I even going with this? I don't know. What were we talking about?
I don't know. I mean, we started talking about kids and
Yeah.
them being in real estate, and
I don't know. She's great. I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, just trying to figure out like I think the beauty of the business that we're in is there is a point where you can say like I don't need more business right now. Like I need more family time, and that and you can make that adjustment like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I feel business is just so busy, and you know, Lord willing, it will be so busy that like I need to turn away from some of that stuff to spend more time with my daughter. Like that's awesome. Like I would love to do that. You know, and you have that ability, or you have the ability to be like, I don't think you should, but you have the ability to be like, I'm so busy, I can't attend any of my kids' stuff because like work is so busy, and I just got to get more. I think you'll look back and regret it, but you have the option to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's just such a great business for that. Like when we say flexibility, like you hear that all the time. Oh, it's a flexible job. I think it's flexible in those regards, not flexible in the I don't have to work and I can make a lot of money kind of.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Because it is, you know, you do you got to put in the work. But that whole flexibility thing is, I think it really means more of I'm flexible in the fact that I could take on more or take on less business. And
Exactly.
to curate the life that I want to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, you have to constantly work at it.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes it is hard to turn it off.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
I'll
Yeah.
be, at home, it's dinner time or we just got through eating and I'm like, I need to send this quick email or I need to do this real quick. So I mean, it definitely is easy, I think, to kind of keep going and keep grinding and being in that grind mode. But like you said, you don't want to look back on it and wish that you could have those moments back. Because, I mean, kids grow up so fast. It's not even funny. Like, I can't believe I have, like, my 13-year-old is going to 9th grade next year.
That's
and I'm
crazy.
like, are you serious? Like, he's taller than me. He's got this deep voice now. And I'm like, what happened to my baby that was, like, attached to my hip?
Yeah.
And now I give him a hug and he's like, all right.
Yeah. What's kind of your goal? Like, do you see yourself leading a team, having your own, building a brand that you want to build, or do you see yourself just being a team player for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I think I see myself being a team player.
Yeah.
Like I love being a part of a team. Like I was the person, if we had a group project, like I took the group project very seriously and wanted everybody to do their part.
Okay. I was the one in the group that would love to have you in my group.
I know, like everybody's like, I want to be in Lakendria's group.
Yeah.
But I think just for me, the team setup works best just because I know I just have that additional support. And I think it's because I did the individual agent thing before joining Compass and it just didn't work for me.
Yeah. That's great.
I think lifelong team person.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I had Devin Curlings on, and she's the same way. Like, I asked her, I was like, do you ever have dreams or aspirations of having your own team? She's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, I love Gretchen, love being on Gretchen's team, all that stuff, which I think is great. Like, again, to have the flexibility to, like, make a business how you want to make it.
Right.
Which is huge. What do you think the biggest thing that you've learned so far is in the business?
I think the biggest thing I've learned so far is, gosh, I think this is tough.
I know because you've been in it for a long time. Like you've been grinding.
I gotta think about this for a minute. I don't know. I think maybe remaining humble, right?
Yeah.
Like I think people have, obviously everybody has big goals. Everybody has big dreams. We're kind of all kind of reaching our own milestones. And of course, being able to see like, your headshot on like the top producers and all of that. Like I'm sure a lot of people have that as an aspiration or goal, which is good.
Yeah.
But I think just kind of staying humble and just remembering your why and just remembering the fact that you get to help people, like it's kind of I don't know, like to me that's a privilege, like just being able to help people. Like we all go through the real estate classes and take the exams and do all the CE, which I still got to do my CE.
Yeah. Oh my God. Me too.
Do your CE.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, like just remaining humble, like knowing like we get to do this.
Yeah.
Is the biggest thing I think, because I feel like sometimes that can get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I'm trying to think what mine would be.
I know it's tough.
It is tough. I know how to ask them, don't know how to answer them. Not that you asked, but I don't know. It's nice to make a lot of money. That's nice.
Yeah.
I think I catch. Oh, my thing went out. I catch some heat for this sometimes, but we make a lot of money for the amount of work that we do. Like my wife's a nurse, my brother's a state trooper, and
oh, it's awesome.
Your husband's an educator, right? Like that's hard work and not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like in the amount of work that you have to put in to do it. And the one thing I love about real estate, which I don't think is talked about enough, but I catch heat for it, is the amount of money we make for the work that we actually do. Like, and I don't think that's a bad, like, I know, like, people are like, oh, I can't believe you said that on camera. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I think what we do is important, and, I think it's good work, but also it's like, I think we can face the reality that we make a lot of money, and you can make no money because you can't build a client base, and that is hard. Like building a client base is hard.
It's tough, yeah.
And it's a constant grind, like constantly like you said, following up with people and stuff like that. But I don't know, filling out contracts is easy. Opening doors is easy, that part's easy. And I think like, hey, like we make good money, let's celebrate that,
That's true.
and give back and be like a useful member of society with the money that we make from it, But that's my little tangent there for you, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you said that because you're right. Like the income potential is kind of unlimited.
Yeah.
Like getting the clientele and like you said, building up that client base and just really going after the business. I mean, you can go really far.
Yeah.
But I do love that you pointed out the giving back aspect, like just kind of remembering those people that are choosing us as agents and then giving back to them.
Yeah.
I do really believe in that and feel very strongly about doing that.
Yeah, that's huge. Because I often think like, man, why me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, there's so many great agents. What is there? 14,000 realtors in the Triangle or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And out of those, there's probably 2,000 that are like leading the way. And out of those 2,000, I'm like, there's a lot better agents out there than me. You know what I'm saying? Like why me? But then, you just build these like such personal relationships with people that, you're like, okay, that's why. It's like we click, like you actually are my friend, You're somebody that I would, even if I didn't sell you a house, like I would love to grab a beer with you or get dinner with your family or whatever it is, I don't know. It's great business. So I know that you said you don't ever want to start a team, which is probably music to Kate Kenney's ears.
Yeah, I think so too.
But what kind of goals do you have in the business?
So, one of my biggest goals is, obviously being able to have my headshot on the top producers.
Right, for sure.
Like that's like a big one. Cause I think that, we all kind of work and strive to get to that point. But just helping as many people as I can. I have to shout you out because you started the whole like 30 closings in a year or something like that? Yeah. Like I was like, yay, go Ethan. And I love that you kind of put that out there because I think it's important for people to know that we do have goals because I have a very similar goal. Mine was 20 this year and, I'm still striving for it.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know, like I think just on the smaller scale, like, just being able to make a difference in people's lives. Like, I know that that's just so, like, small, but to me, it's really huge, just being able to be there when people need us and to help them in this way. Like, it just is a full circle moment for me, like you said, having people choose me as their agent.
Yeah, it is cool.
That's, like, probably the biggest goal. And then, of course, supporting my family.
Right.
Making sure that we're financially set, that we're doing good and making my kids and my husband proud.
I'm sure they are.
For them to be able to celebrate in my success because they're a part of it too.
For sure.
They're even though they're not like at the showing with me, like they're missing me not being home or if I'm like running late to carpool to pick my son up, he's like, what took you so long? And I'm like, I had a call and I was like running late.
Yeah.
But they're with me as well, so just celebrating with them my accomplishments and just all that I can do to help other people, I think is just top goals right now.
Yeah, that's cool. What do you got to do to get this 20? To hit this 20? This road to 20.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Kendria's road to 20. I don't know. I think just keep doing what I'm doing. Like just continuing to show up for people. If it's in the transaction, after the transaction, just really continuing to do life with people. Probably social media. Like I feel like we have to throw that in.
Yeah.
Like probably social media. And then just doing a lot of face-to-face.
Yeah.
Like we're doing. I try to do that like every week or so, where I'm meeting with people just to kind of figure out what's going on with them, and it's one thing to pick up the phone or send a text, but like being in front of somebody and like really just forgetting about what's happening in the outside
Yeah,
world and
yeah.
focusing on them, I feel like it's just helpful for people, especially, you know, coming off of COVID and like everything being virtual and people probably having more screen time because it's accessible easily.
Yeah.
You know, I do love the face-to-face interactions.
Yeah.
So maybe more of those.
Yeah, yeah. I recently has been a huge, I don't know, lead gen or whatever, but a huge way that I've garnered business has been like other professionals. Like, so my insurance guy called me to list and help him buy, like him and his family, their house. So we're working
that's
through that. And then
awesome.
like an attorney I know, like I do a bunch of judicial sales for him. And like those like other industry professionals, like building relationships with those people have been huge. And but it wasn't like intentional. Like it was just like, so then I was thinking, well, maybe what if I'm more intentional about like sitting down for a cup of coffee with like my tax guy or, you know, the insurance agent or whoever it might be, like that's a professional that I use, you know, and be like, hey pal, I use you, you use me, you know,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Let's work together.
Let's work this out. And so that's kind of been a big thing for me. But yeah, like at the start of this year when I set that goal for 30 closings, it's February and I had one closing or something. I had another one in March and I'm like, oh my God, I got 28 more. And it's like, it's the end of March. I had another closing in April. I'm like, 27 more and it's already April. Like the time is ticking. And then I got 3 next week. I mean, by the time this airs, this will be past next week. But so I have 3 next week. So I'm like, all right, now we're gaining some momentum. I got a couple under contract. I got 4 houses that are closing in October because they're new construction.
Oh,
so
I love that.
I'm like, all right, we can hopefully bank on those. And then I'm like, all right, where are the other ones coming from? You know? And so we got a couple listings that I need to sell. Hopefully you'll sell my few coin one.
I'm gonna help you.
But yeah, and then it's just I don't know if it's like just luck or whatever, just being in it for, you know, 7.5 years. Like hopefully business is better every year is the goal. But I don't know. You know.
Well, I think one thing that you just pointed out and we both connected on is like just putting the goal out there, you know, like putting yourself out there, even if it seems like it won't happen, but just really focusing on this goal that you put out here.
Yeah.
Like I have to remind myself to keep going back to that. Like even if I'm not at the goal yet, or it looks one way or another right now, like this is my goal. It's to help 20 families this year. And, you know, perhaps it might end up being more, but just remembering that and really keeping it at the forefront. Like just that whole manifestation thing.
Yeah. When I put it out, I didn't really think too much of it. And then like all these other agents and people like kind of like, dude, you can do it. You got it. Like all this stuff. I'm like, man, you guys are so kind. Like if somebody else posts that, I'll be like, yeah, like of course, like you can do that. Like you said you want to do 20. I'm like, yeah, obviously you can do 20. Like of course, you know. So I don't know, dude. I think also, I don't know if maybe it's just the compass. I don't know. I feel like there's this whole shift in the real estate world amongst real estate professionals of just like encouragement and collaboration. And it's been awesome. Like when I first started in 2019, like nobody was like, you got this or anything. They're like, what are you doing? Like, unless you join a team, because I started independent too. And I was like, and they were like, unless you join a team, like, don't talk to me. Like, if you're going to not join my team, I'm not helping you out. Or now I feel like the culture, especially the culture here at Compass, is very like, whatever you need. Like, here's my playbook, and I've been doing it for 25 years. And, you know, I do $100 million in business a year. And it's like, here's my playbook. And you're like, really? Like, that's huge, you know? And, you know, I just encourage other agents, like, keep encouraging those people. You know, like, it makes so much of a difference. And even, like, just the comments on my posts, like, people I don't know that well. They're like, you got this. You can do it. I'm like, just the kindness and, like, that support is huge. It's awesome. You know, it's just cool to see, like, the rallying of agents helping one another, because there's enough business in the area for everybody, I promise.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just on like a tangent. I don't usually do this on my pods.
Well, I love that I can help you with your tangent.
Nobody's here to listen to me. They're here to listen to you. You know. So what kind of tangents, profound tangents, do you have that you want to share with the audience? I'm just kidding. Well, that's awesome. So what does your husband think of the business? Is he like, oh, this is great, or is he like, oh my God, you got another client? Like, you guys, like, what's his take on it?
He is definitely my biggest cheerleader.
Yeah,
like he is always just finding ways to help me behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And you know, he's with it in it with me.
Yeah.
Like I said, so he's really good at marketing. He also has his own like social media
Oh, yeah?
marketing. Shameless plug,
What
but
is it called? What's it called?
it's Ball Exclusives.
Ball
It's
Exclusives?
Yeah, Ball Exclusive. So he covers just all sports.
Okay.
And it's online marketing. So he has a website, he has an app. And he's just kind of giving you sports news now. So,
Really?
you know, access to everything that's happening. You know, LeBron's retirement,
Yeah.
you know, Steph and, you know, and his team doing it big, or, you know, whatever else is going on,
Yeah.
baseball, soccer, all that. So I lean on him as well, especially with the social media marketing, because he is so good at that too. Like
Yeah.
he's probably better at it than me. So he's always giving me ideas. Like he's like, oh, I got this good idea. And one thing, I mean, I know we're like going on, but
You're good.
like during COVID, like probably 2022-ish time frame, he like went on a mission to post all these random memes about me. So he would make like all these memes with my face on it, with all these crazy slogans, and like he was like, I'm just gonna be your social media marketing manager. And I'm like, okay, like I love that for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's amazing. Like like I said, one of my biggest supporters, my biggest supporter. And I enjoy being in this business because I have a partner that encourages me. You know, he's lifting me up, and he's, you know, wanting me to be successful. So he will go out of his way to help with that.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think having a spouse that like backs you up is like huge. That's how my wife is. Like, she could care less about the real estate nitty gritty of it.
Yeah.
But golly, does she got my back? You know, like for everything.
And it's so necessary because I mean, this business can bring you down, especially when things don't go well, and you know, you've got a deal where you got to kind of break some bad news to your clients, or you got to vent about something going on. Just having a partner that just can still help you find your center with all that, and then of course the income, like it's unlimited, but like also like when is my next check? You know, if you don't have things, you know, if you don't have things lined up or in the works. So just kind of even that, like them being understanding about that part, you know. So it's super crucial, and I'm glad I have that in my partner, and I'm glad you have it too.
Yeah, definitely. She's ready to, if she's ready to go to bat for me. Like if I have a client that fires me or something, which doesn't happen very often. I think it's happened once. She's ready to go to war. She don't care the context of the situation. It is like, they suck, you're right, they're wrong.
You got your back. Yes.
And so you love that. Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, what did you think of the coffee?
I actually liked it.
Did you?
I noticed it's Ethiopian coffee, which I mean, I think you've had that on another show, but it's really good. It's really good. I think Ethiopian coffee is just superior in my opinion.
Yeah, I like it. My only beef with it, I'm not a big berry in my coffee kind of guy. And I taste a lot of berry.
The berry?
Yeah. So again, I really, really, really wanted to love this coffee because I've heard such good things. Even Davis Holt, when he was walking by, he's like, I love the Left Hook coffee.
Oh.
But that is just this blend, everybody, okay? So
they have other ones.
They have other ones, and I'm sure like their medium roast or whatever is like killer. So that's what I'm gonna have it on the show again because I want to try something that's not the berry taste.
Yeah.
But like I know like my brother loves like in the morning like a nice, not like over the top, but like a light roast berry kind of thing. And it's just not my thing. So, you know, that's why they make different blends for different people.
That's it.
So what did you think? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put this cup of coffee?
I probably would give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like it.
Good.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of a flavored creamer girly.
Okay,
So I feel like if I add like a little bit of my French vanilla, it might elevate it even more. But even with how I made it, it was still good.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
How do you drink coffee usually?
So I do the raw sugar.
Okay.
And then I have just my almond milk creamer. But I'm a huge Cultivate coffee lover. I know you know Cultivate.
Yeah. I've had them on the show a couple times. Like other stuff. Yeah.
I love their it's not I can't remember if it's the Guatemalan. It's like in the blue bag, but That's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
So I always
Yeah.
get theirs and get, the beans ground for drip, and that's my favorite. With
Love that.
some creamer and sugar.
Yeah. Cultivate's awesome. Yeah, I'll probably give it I'm in that 7 range. I don't know. It was good. Like,
Yeah.
it was a very good cup. Again, it's just a berry, which is just
Yeah. I didn't really pick up
No.
berry. Let me see. I mean, I could taste it a little bit.
Yeah.
I could taste it a
I'll
little
do a
bit. But I don't feel
7.5.
like it's too much. But I mean, we all have different taste buds and notes. Yeah.
I'll do a 7.5. I
Okay.
think that's pretty solid. Because other than the berry, like, it was good. It was like full. Like, it was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the berry just threw me off. Which I know that too. Like, but when I saw the bag, I saw it was berry. I'm like, you never know. Like, how it blends together. The bag is sick. Any time there's a picture of somebody getting punched, it's always cool. The back of their bag also says, "We roast with the intent that you will consume this coffee in good company," which I did.
Check that off.
"To sponsor hard work or to jumpstart your next adventure," which is awesome. Yeah. So
Love
anyway,
that. Where did you buy it?
so I actually, it's funny because they have their actual coffee shop is 426 Hill Street in Raleigh.
Okay.
But I didn't buy it there. I bought it. There's a new coffee shop called Unhinged in Nightdale.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah. And so when I was there for like this agent collab thing that we were doing, and it was sitting on the counter, but they don't use this coffee, so I don't know why they had it there. They use the Muse coffee, which is not my favorite. And so I was like, oh, that bag looks sick. And then when I bought the bag, everybody was like, this is the greatest cup of coffee ever. So I do want to try another one. And I want to try out go to their coffee shop in downtown.
Nice.
Which are, according to this influencer chick that my wife follows, is the best coffee shop in all of Raleigh. So if you were looking to go to a coffee shop, go to 426 Hill Street in Raleigh. And I suppose, from what I've been told, that you'll be in for a great surprise.
All right.
So check them out, everybody. Well, thank you for coming on. Where can people find you on like social media and stuff?
Yeah, so on social, I'm on Instagram, Lakendria Williams, the realtor. And on Facebook, it's Lakendria Williams. There is a like bodybuilder that apparently is on Google. And if you Google Lakendria Williams, she's going to pop up. That is not me. I just want to put that out there. No, it's not me, but there is another Lakendria Williams that is a bodybuilder apparently.
Nice.
So
Let's go.
someone asked me that randomly during a transaction because they Googled me and saw that. And they were like, are you a bodybuilder? And I'm like, no.
No.
But yeah, that's where I'm most active.
Awesome. Well, everybody follow Lakendria. She's awesome. Thank you for coming on. This is so much fun. You
I
did
loved
great.
it.
You killed
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's fun. All right. Bye, everybody.